All right, so far we got the hinge done, which involved the parts that got the curved surface to adhere to the tube, and we got the other part. Right now, we're missing is the thing that adheres or goes with the second part of the hinge. And so this is gonna be a quick one. We just need to measure out the cardboard prototype, and it's a trapeze shape, so it's 8 in the small base and 14 in the big base. 8, 14. So we're gonna start with a new part studio. Let's do the front view, new sketch, see it from the front, start from the center, like that. Now, when you draw a square, what makes it a square is these perpendicular constraints, and you can get rid of those just clicking on them. So now, yep, now it's a parallelogram, I think. But still, two things are parallel, and I don't want them to stay parallel. So this thing is saying that it's parallel to the other line right here. So we can just click on this one, delete it, and now we got still parallel. Let me see. Okay, let's see what happens if we draw this dimension. We set 8. Oh, let's see. There it is. 80 millimeters, and the one here 140. So there's something that doesn't make that happen. I'm guessing these should be parallel, but that's weird. Like, what happens if I delete this one? Nope, it's not it. Alright, that's weird. Okay, so let's do it in another way. We can just draw a line here in the center. Since this trapeze is gonna be it's a symmetrical shape, we can just draw one side, make sure this line is horizontal, this one right here as well, and now we should do halves. Oh wait, my bad. The center line is not something that we care about, but it's gonna serve us for the mirroring, so we're gonna convert that into a construction line. Then we do dimensions for this, 40. Dimension for these, half of 70. If like the mini math in these things makes it harder, you can just do the operation here, 140 divided by 2. And the height is gonna be 11.4. I mean, we can change it later, but for now we can stick with the prototype. Now this line and this central point, we can make them midpoint, and that's it. If it's fully black, means it's fully constrained, and that's what we need. We select these 3 lines and we say please mirror them, and then it says select a mirror line, select the middle one, and you get the whole trapeze, and we're done. Now we extrude, and for that we're gonna use acrylic. So you should measure the acrylic you're gonna be using. In my case, it's a 3 millimeters thick acrylic. So I'm gonna change these 25 to 3. See it from the side. It seems to be good. And now from here, we're gonna bring out the drawing to laser cut. So something that we should take into account right now, actually I forgot. Here in the sketch, we can edit, and we need to add the holes in which the bolts are gonna go through. So, and the holes should meet the same distance as your hinge. So we go to hinge flat, and we can measure the distance. If you don't remember, which I don't, you can just use this little like measuring tool, click on one circle, click on the other, and you get max distance, center distance here, 14 millimeters. Yeah, center to center distance, 14 millimeters. Now we go to Part Studio. Actually, we should rename it to Flap or whatever you feel matches that. Oh, okay, we do a circle here. We say we do a line that helps us create a distance. We convert that line into a construction line because we don't care about it, and we get half of 14, which we can do the arithmetic right here. 7. The diameter of the circle should be 4 because we're gonna use M3 bolts. And now we can measure from here to here. Now this number is gonna be more like eyeballed. I'm gonna go with 6. Let's see how that works. And now grab the circle, mirror line. There we go. And now we extrude, same extrusion, and now we got the hole. All right, if we add that to the assembly, let's see how it goes. Insert, flap, put it there, and we say, I want a planar mate this face with this face, and there we go. Great. Now, well, it's not the best, but we can say, hey, this face with this face, planar, there we go. And now we say, hey, all right, so first issue encountered. The holes won't match if I want these two faces to meet, which makes them look nice, so I think we should. So I think we should go back to the hinge flat and get the measurement of this face to this hole. Max distance, center distance, 16. So that 6 I did before, we're gonna change it to a 16. Edit sketch, 6th, 16, and let's see how that goes. All right. So remember the assembly updates automatically. Now we can say this circle or cylinder with this cylinder. I want them to meet. Revolute, is it? This and this. Oh, there it is. Great. There we go. Now that's a hinge with. Oh, something's wrong. Oh. I think it was the last mate. I'm gonna delete it. Yeah. Alright, so edit. Maybe it's not revolute. Let's try slider. No. Cylindrical. Oh, that's better. Yeah. So the two bodies were like colliding, and we don't want that. So let's not use revolute. We're gonna use cylindrical mate. And there it is. Now we can simulate how the flap closes. Something that I would want to do though is have all 3 of those and simulate how, oh, 4, no, yeah, 4, you have 4 in the prototype, so I think it's gonna be smaller if you want them. I mean, it all depends on how much you want the prototype to close, or if it's just like an aesthetic thing. But yeah, I mean, what you can do is duplicate parts, and there's an array assembly linear pattern. Ooh. All right. Okay. So in order to check how the four things look in the same place, what you can do is use a circular pattern. So you click here, you click on the three objects you want to array. Axis of pattern, you can select the inside or actually outside, but we're gonna use right now the inside of the cylinder. And now you have two, right? You can change the angle to 90 degrees because you have 4, and change the instance count to 4. Uncheck this equal spacing box, and now you have your 4 flaps. The cool thing here is that you can simulate how they will open and close, and see if you want to change the shape or dimensions of any of the pieces, which is up to you now. Yeah, up to you. All right, so we're gonna leave it here. That's everything for the hinge. And now, okay, there it is. And I think the next one we're gonna see how to do the stand hinge with the 3 little tripod looking feet. See ya.